Hello Divi community, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike and I'm excited to share another Divi tutorial with you. My goal here is to make learning Divi as straightforward as possible. Even if oftentimes my editing skills and creating these videos is, well, still developing. Well, today we're going to be looking at how to add a load more button to the Divi blog. We've all seen this in the past where you get the loading like this, and then at the bottom here it gets given us a button and we can just click on the button and it will continue to load more as we go along. So how can we actually create those? Well, the first thing we want to do is head over to my blog, dividuck.com, and if you go to the Divi tutorials and you scroll through, you'll find blog load more button. Could probably have been a better title, but anyways, look for this one and you'll get to this article. So in this article I'll walk you through exactly step by step, I think it's 5 steps that you need to do in order to get this load more button working on your website. Okay, so let's jump back into Divi. So over here I have the blog layout that we created in the previous video. If you did not see that video and you don't have a blog layout as yet, I will try and see if somehow I can figure out how to link to that video in the top screen here somewhere. Otherwise, maybe I'll put it in the description below. But if we scroll down to the bottom, we remember if we have the 2 sections, we had the featured articles and then we had the all articles. So currently the all articles, it's quite cumbersome, so long and everything. And at the bottom here you can see we got the pagination, so we can go to older entries or newer entries and so on and so on. But what if we want now to add in one of those buttons, those load more buttons here? So simple enough, let's just go and see what does the blog post say. So first, add a blog module. Okay, we've done that. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to disable the pagination. So where do we get that? Let's jump back into our thing and enable the visual builder. Alright, once that's loaded, we'll scroll down to the all articles one because we're not really concerned about the featured articles one. We jump into the blog module. We scroll down on the side over here until you see elements. You click on elements, scroll down, and you see show pagination. So what we want to do is we want to disable this. So we just click on it there. Alright, so what has that done? If you go down to the bottom, you see we no longer have that older entries over there. Okay, so is that all we need to do? Let's go back and have a look. Alright, so once it is done, we are ready to move to the next step. Now what we want to do is still in the blog settings module, we want to add the CSS class. So this is important to remember, it's the class name. Alright, we want to add the dd load underscore more underscore blog class to this module. So if we go advanced CSS ID and classes, and we just put it in there. Now remember last time, if you followed my video, I spoke about last time is when you add classes in here, you don't put the dot before because Divi will put that in automatically for you. You just want to put the actual class name. Alright, so we have that class name in there. What's next? Let's head back to the tutorial. We scroll down. Step 4. Now we want to add the button and CSS ID. Alright, so now it's an ID, not a class. Okay, so what is the one we want? We want the dd load more button. So let's copy that. Let's go back and put it in. Oh, but we have to add the button, right? Yeah, add a button. So we first have to add a button. Okay, so we're done with this module over here. Let's add in a button. Let's say very creatively, let's say load more. Okay, and my OCD needs it to be aligned in the middle. Alright, okay. So what do we need to do? We need to add in the ID. So we go back to CSS ID and classes. We click here. Remember now it is a CSS ID, not a CSS class. This is the space where most people will make the mistake and they'll put both in the class or both in the ID and then it will not run. Alright, so put the button one inside the ID. Alright, and we hit save changes. Okay, so what do they tell us? It says pretty much all done. All we need to do now is we need to copy this code So copy. We need to copy this in. Where does it tell us? It says into the theme options, integrations, and into the head field. So where is that? We jump back into the dashboard, no longer in the Divi builder, but into the dashboard. We go to Divi, theme options, integrations, and then here you can see add code to the head of your blog. So we just take that code and we paste it in here. All right, now let's make sure to save that. Let's go back to the blog. Let's save this. And let's exit the visual builder. All right, let's scroll down and see what we have. Oh, there we have our 3. We have our load more button. And what happens if we hit load more? Oh, it loads another line. If we hit load more again, oh, it loads another line. Okay, so it continues to load the lines onwards. So let's just go back here. If you see over here in the document, it's actually telling you how many articles to load. So if you make this 6, then it'll load 6 at a time instead of the 3, like what it's currently doing, and so on and so on. So it's entirely up to you. Where here it's revealing 1 row at a time. You can make it 2 rows, 3 rows, all depending on how many blog posts you actually have. And so you can edit this particular code to suit how you want it to be displayed. All right. So yep, that's it. That's how you can add a load more button to your blog module. I hope this tutorial has been beneficial for you, and if it has, please do hit that like button to let me know. And to catch more Divi tutorials as they come out, make sure you subscribe to our channel, as I will be posting more Divi tutorials as I learn more. Your feedback is valuable, so do leave a comment below with any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.